It's fairly easy to look at a piece of footage and figure out whether or not it has 3:2 pull down in it. But before you know what to look for, you need to know how you're viewing the footage. If you're looking at the footage through a normal QuickTime style player, you're viewing every single frame with interlaced fields present. So that's a different pattern. For example, here in After Effects, if I just double click a footage file, it opens up a QuickTime player. And when I see these telltale comb teeth patterns, where you see a little bit of an image at one point in space and a little bit of an image in a different point in space, I'm seeing interlaced fields in the footage. As I step through it by hitting the right arrow key, every frame I'm looking at seems to have these telltale comb teeth in it. That means every frame is interlaced, and therefore I just have normal interlaced video. I do not have 3:2 pull down. So let's go ahead and close that. Let's go ahead and open up this clip. Right now, I don't see any comb teeth. Okay, let's go ahead and step through a few frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still don't see any comb teeth anywhere, so there's no signs of interlacing. Chances are this is a piece of progressive scan footage that does not have fields and does not have 3:2 pull down in it. Now, if there's not a lot of motion in the shot, I have to look really closely or go to a point in the shot where there is motion, otherwise I won't notice this interlacing pattern, those comb teeth I've been talking about. But so far I'm pretty well convinced that this is a piece of progressive footage. Okay, now let's open up this file. Initially, I don't see any comb teeth or any signs of interlaced footage. So let's go down one more frame. Still no comb teeth. Okay, let's go forward one more frame. Still no comb teeth. Do I have a piece of progressive scan footage? Well, you really need to look at 4 to 5 frames to be sure. As I go forward one more frame, there's the comb teeth of interlaced footage, there and around there. So let's go ahead and do one more frame. Still comb teeth pattern. So it's another interlaced frame. One more frame, back to being a whole frame, no interlaced fields. And indeed, that's how we refer to footage with 3:2 pull down. Some frames have whole frames, where there's no interlaced lines. Some frames are actually split frames, where we see individual fields at different points in time in there. The pattern of the whole and split frames is referred to as the phase of the pull down. Phase is only important to know if you're editing video that originated on film and your edit has to go back to film. You need to match up the phase of the pull down process to make sure your edits are accurate. If we happen to be viewing our footage after fields have already been separated, we need to look for a different pattern. So let's go back into After Effects and look at this. First off, we need to separate our fields. In After Effects, select your footage and do Command F or Control F and open the Interpret Footage dialog. I happen to know that this footage is lower field first, and we'll talk later about how to identify field order. Click OK, and now Option or Alt double click on the footage to open its footage window. Now when you step through using the page up and down keys, you're going to be looking at every unique field of this footage. So page down, 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 down. I'm seeing unique motion on every single field. If I go through a bunch of these fields, say 8 to 10, and I see unique movement on every field, I'm pretty sure that this is interlaced footage that does not have pull down in it, so there's no need to remove the pull down. Likewise, progressive scan footage does not have fields, so I leave separated fields off. If I Option double click it and look at it in the footage window, page down, again, I get unique motion every single, in this case, frame that I'm viewing in the footage. When I see unique motion on every frame or field, I do not have 3:2 pull down. Now let's open up our 3:2 pull down clip. Command or Control F. Separate the fields lower field first because I know how this footage was done. Option or Alt double click to open it. And now let's step through using the page down key. Stepped, no motion. Stepped, there's motion. Step, no motion. Step, there's motion again. When I see this occasionally move, occasionally not move pattern, I am seeing 3:2 pull down. And to be specific, what I'm seeing is a pattern of film frames being repeated across video fields. So let's go to a field where we see unique movement. There's one. Okay, there's one field that's the same. There's a second field that looks the same. Now that field looks different. So now we've got a pattern of 1, 2, 3. There's the 3. Movement, identical. There's our 2. Movement, identical, identical. There's 3. That's the 3:2 pull down pattern.